Odaxalagnia. Some people express love with flowers, while others prefer heartfelt poems. Then there are those who say, I love you by sinking their teeth into your skin like a love-drunk vampire. That's essentially what odaxalagnia, or the biting fetish, is about. For some, biting is a childhood habit best left behind, but for others, it's an electrifying turn-on, mixing pleasure with just the right amount of pain. Whether it's a playful nibble or a firm chomp, biting transcends kink. It's a language of intimacy, power, and passion. The act of biting is rooted in biology and psychology. Just think, have you ever stubbed your toe so hard you felt like laughing? That's because pain and pleasure share neural pathways, and under the right circumstances, what should hurt can actually feel good. Biting strikes this paradox, delivering a tantalizing blend of sting and thrill. Additionally, primal instincts are wired into our DNA. Even as we trade loincloths for skinny jeans, the urge to bite during mating and play lies within us. However, like all kinks, odaxalagnia thrives on consent and boundaries. There's a vast difference between a playful nibble and an emergency room visit involving missing flesh. Communication is essential, unless you want to explain to HR why you look like you tangled with a wolverine over the weekend. Mucophilia. Imagine cuddling with your partner while watching a movie. They sniffle, and a single drop of mucus begins to slide down their nostril. Most would offer a tissue, but a mucophilia finds this moment euphoric and even sensual. In simple terms, mucophilia is the fetish for mucus, particularly snot. Those with this kink are excited by sniffles, runny noses, and the act of nose blowing. Some even take it further by tasting it. While one might feel gross with a cold, someone with this fetish would completely disagree, especially when allergy season hits, which is like Valentine's Day for them. However, while the idea of enjoying snot may seem harmless, there are concerns. Sharing mucus means exchanging viruses, bacteria, and potential infections. Some may even deliberately catch a cold to enhance their experience. Let's be honest. If caught enjoying a sneeze in public, society will certainly judge you. Mechanophilia. Imagine arriving at a wedding expecting to see a happy couple exchanging vows, only to find the groom saying "I do" to a 1967 Ford Mustang. You might think you've stepped into an alternate universe, but what you're witnessing is the fetish of mechanophilia in action. Simply put, mechanophilia is an emotional attraction to machines, encompassing everything from cars and motorcycles to trains and airplanes. If it has gears, wheels, or an engine, someone is likely romantically obsessed with it. People with this fetish often develop deep relationships with their mechanical partners. The origins of mechanophilia can usually be traced back to childhood interests, whether it be toy cars or trains. Over time, admiration can evolve into something deeper. Unlike human relationships, machines don't ghost, cheat, or argue about where to eat. They start and stop on command and never complain about your music choices. Many mechanophilia find arousal in the sound of an engine, the feel of smooth metal, or even the smell of gasoline, experiencing the new car smell on a spiritual level. There are even notable anecdotes, like a man in the UK arrested for getting intimate with a Land Rover in broad daylight, or another who had a long-term relationship with a Volkswagen Beetle. While some may argue that this fetish is a mental disorder, experts suggest it could relate to autism spectrum disorders, early trauma, or simply unique brain wiring. Regardless, as long as it's consensual and not illegal, there's nothing stopping someone from expressing their love for their Mustang. Dendrophilia. Imagine hiking through a serene forest, birds singing and squirrels darting about, when you suddenly spot a majestic tree that feels inviting. While most people might consider hugging it or taking a picture, some have a deeper desire: to engage intimately with the tree. This fetish is known as dendrophilia, defined as a sexual attraction to trees. It's not just about wanting to connect with nature. It can involve romantic and sometimes sexual acts with trees. Whether this interest is a spiritual connection, a longing for the forest, or simply odd is up for debate. In technical terms, dendrophilia is a paraphilia, meaning it involves an attraction to something outside societal norms, in this case, trees rather than humans. Like many unusual fetishes, dendrophilia can stem from childhood experiences, emotional trauma, or a deep-seated need for something safe and permanent. On this channel, I also have a fetish for your subscriptions. Don't forget to like and subscribe to spread the happiness and make me happy. Coprophilia. This fetish involves individuals being turned on by watching others poop, smearing it, tasting it, or even rolling in it, like a bizarre spa treatment. You might wonder why anyone would find excitement in this, but psychology offers some theories. Humans often find that the more forbidden something is, the more thrilling it becomes. It's reminiscent of the story of Adam and Eve, but in this case, the forbidden fruit is, well, let's not go there. For some, breaking social taboos, like playing with feces, creates an intense rush of excitement, akin to a dangerous thrill. Some psychologists suggest that coprophilia may stem from early childhood experiences, particularly related to potty training. This can result in an accidental link between poop and pleasure in the mind. Interestingly, not all coprophiles are attracted to the feces itself. Some are drawn to the humiliation that comes with it. For those into extreme BDSM, being covered in human waste can be one of the most degrading and, paradoxically, exhilarating experiences. In fact, coprophilia is more common than one might think, with studies indicating that around 2 to 5% of people express some interest in scat play. While it appears more frequently within certain extreme BDSM circles, it remains one of the most extreme kinks out there. Somnophilia. Picture this. It's late, you're ready to dive into dreamland, and there's someone lurking nearby, waiting to turn you into a puppet in their bizarre bedtime story. Welcome to the world of somnophilia, where folks get a thrill from the idea of a person snoozing. Now, let's get one thing straight. Consent is key. An unconscious person can't exactly give a thumbs up. Unfortunately, some individuals with this fetish disregard this crucial aspect, seeking to fulfill their fantasies while their victim is unaware. It's important to understand that engaging with someone while they are asleep without their explicit consent is a crime. Even if the person later states they don't mind, it doesn't change the fact that they were unconscious when it occurred, as the law doesn't operate on hypothetical consent. Psychologists believe that somnophilia is often linked to themes of control. Some are drawn to the idea of someone being completely still and unresisting, while others might seek comfort in a scenario where the risk of rejection is non-existent, as a sleeping person cannot say no. However, they also cannot say yes, agree, or even offer any form of consent. Regrettably, there have been instances where individuals have attempted to act out this fetish in real life, even using substances to render someone unconscious, believing this to be acceptable. This is an extremely dangerous and illegal act, leading not only to serious legal consequences but also potential medical disasters. Drugs used to induce sleep can be unpredictable and may not allow a person to wake up at all. Axillism. Axillism is an intriguing fetish characterized by a deep attraction to armpits. Imagine you're at the gym, minding your own business, when someone across the room raises their arm to wipe their forehead. Instead of focusing on their muscles or outfit, your gaze becomes fixated on the armpit, the hidden sanctuary of warmth that sets off a mental short circuit. For those with axillism, the armpit transforms from merely a sweat zone into a captivating region full of sensuality. It encompasses various preferences. Some people are drawn to the unfiltered scent of armpits, while others enjoy kissing or licking, and some even appreciate the smoothness or naturalness of the skin. However, axillism doesn't randomly arise. It typically forms through a mix of psychological factors, personal experiences, and some level of subconscious programming. Interestingly, armpits have a unique historical and cultural significance. In ancient Egypt, scented oils were often applied to armpits to enhance attraction. And in Japan, there exists a subculture dedicated to armpit photography and modeling. There are even perfumes designed to mimic armpit pheromones, highlighting the depth and diversity of this often overlooked aspect of human attraction. Exhibitionism, where some folks feel the need to show off more than just their sun-kissed skin in public. Sure, loving your body is great, but not everyone wants to play peekaboo with your private parts on the street. For some, it's all about the thrill, like playing chicken with a bus, but with your pants off. Meanwhile, others prefer to strut their confidence in a cute outfit without risking a public indecency charge. And let's be real, clothing isn't just for warmth. It keeps the unwanted surprise inspections at bay. Exhibitionism can sometimes be a way of dealing with deeper issues, like saying YOLO to impulse control. It's hard to stop at one episode when you're on a binge, right? But be careful. The consequences can include fines, arrests, or that awkward moment when you get added to the public's naughty list. So while the urge to go au naturel might tempt some, a friendly reminder: pants are your friend, and society has rules for a reason. Necrophilia. When your idea of a hot date involves a trip to the morgue. Officer, she can't say no if she's already dead, isn't a clever loophole in justice. It's a one-way ticket to the land of, that's a big no-no. Imagine being attracted to corpses, like finding a supermodel in a casket. For some, a morgue feels like a Victoria's Secret fashion show. But let's be clear, treating a corpse like a blow-up doll crosses every line imaginable. Consent is key, and when someone's expired, they're definitely not giving you the green light, no matter how dreamy you think they are. Plus, let's chat about the health hazards. Decomposing bodies are basically nature's way of screaming, stay away. You're about to catch a horror movie's worth of bacteria. Believe it or not, this isn't just a modern weirdness. Even the ancient Egyptians delayed embalming attractive corpses to keep them from becoming too alluring. Yes, some were such a problem that morticians occasionally had to let bodies rot a bit first. And in the 1800s, grave robbers brought a whole new meaning to hands-on learning. So if you think necrophilia is a thrilling romance, maybe a chat with a doctor or a psychologist is in order.
Thanks for watching. I hope you like it. Next video will be coming soon. Bye!